Hello, my name is Penny. Welcome to today's yoga. Today we're going to do a yoga session for better sleep. Now, one of the things that we do when we get ready for bed at night is sometimes we just watch TV or we're looking at our phone and we've had a busy day at work and then we just drop off and go to sleep, right? Yeah, sometimes for about 10 minutes and we're wide awake or our legs start to twitch. This particular class is going to be to help out with people who have restless leg syndrome or plantar fasciitis, or just their legs are tight from standing on their feet all day or running or walking. Okay, so you don't need too many props here, but you could use a strap or a belt, a towel, anything will work. Blocks are always nice to have, not totally necessary for today's session. And if you have a folded up blanket, one of the yoga blankets, it's really nice to have. You're going to put your head on that. You can like put your shoulders over the top to open up your chest, all sorts of nice things. And I like sitting on this bolster. Also not necessary. As you know, we can do yoga with props, with no props. That being said, I want you to just go ahead and start off on our backs. And today's session is just going to be mostly a stretch, not necessarily a yin stretch session, but just to help you to get some rest. So today what we're going to do is lay on our blankets, if you have one, and kind of drop your head off a little bit so that your shoulders are going to come down a little bit. And if you want, you can also put like a pillow underneath your head because it's for your shoulders to drop off and not everybody wants their head down. Go ahead and bring your arms into a nice T position. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, just bring your arms up like we're making snow angels, right? When we were little, or at least some of us did, or sand angels if you are out there by a beach somewhere. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, just bring your arms down very carefully. You don't have to use the blanket to roll your shoulders back. That's okay. Let's do a couple more times. Arms come up into our angel wings and back down. And one more time up into your angel wings. Stretch your arms above your head and reach your right arm towards the back wall and your left arm towards the wall. Now, as you reach your right arm, reach your right toe to the opposite direction. Breathe in, relax, and now reach your left toe to your opposite position. Just a really nice stretch here. Then I invite you to go ahead and roll slightly to the side, and you can move your folded blanket if you have one so it becomes a nice pillow so you can have a little extra rest here. Now, if you don't have one, that's fine. Or what you want is this is just for comfort. You don't want your chin to tuck down or your head to tip back because you just want to be comfortable. So this folded blanket gives me kind of a neutral position for my neck. And just breathe in. Take your right knee into your chest and just give that a nice tug. Nothing dramatic. Your fingers don't need to turn white. Nice breath in and out. And then take your hands behind your hamstring. And we're going to straighten your leg out once and bring it back down. And twice. And bring it back down. If it doesn't go completely straight, that's fine. And last time up. So now we have our right leg up in the air. What I want you to do is to flex your right toe towards your nose. And now point it towards the ceiling. Flex it towards your nose. And point towards the ceiling. And one more time. And point. And this is called nerve flossing. And this actually helps the sciatic nerve to realize we're going to stretch. Go ahead and bring your knee back to your chest and then a slight tug into your outer shoulder. And go ahead and take that leg down. Now, option, if your legs aren't comfortable down, please keep your knees bent and your feet on the floor. That's a really nice option to have. I'm going to go ahead and straighten my right leg because I straightened my left. But if you want to keep your knees bent, go right ahead. Let's take that left knee, clasp your hands, maybe just do the opposite fingers that you did before for your clasp. Take a breath in. As you exhale, give it a slight tug. Your knee, a slight tug into your shoulder. And just take some nice cleansing breaths. Your fingers don't have to turn white. This isn't necessarily about flexibility, but it is really about relaxing the legs and the back and the hips. And then when you're ready, take your hands behind your hamstring and just breathe in. Straighten your left leg as you exhale and bend. Breathe in and straighten. Exhale and bend. Breathe in and straighten. And now that it's straight, let's go ahead and point and flex our toe to do that nerve flossing. So point your toes towards your nose and point it towards the ceiling. Breathe in, pointing towards your nose. Exhale, point to the ceiling. And one more time, point to your nose and exhale, point to your ceiling. And when you flex your toes towards your nose, you're going to get a really nice fascia sensation on the back of your leg, but you don't want anything to hurt. You just want to feel that nice relaxation. And when you've done that 3 or 4 times, I want you to go ahead and take your knee back into your outside of your chest here. And take a breath in. And exhale. Now take your left leg down, bend your right and your left leg. And this is where a block might come in handy for this particular next move. We're going to put the block, if you're keeping a block, in between your knees, move your hips slightly to the left, and then drop your knees to the right. Now, if you don't have a block or you're comfortable in this stretch without a block, that's fine. I'm going to show you what that looks like with the block, and I'll do it without the block on the other side. So here, this makes it so that you don't feel like you have to stress out your low back to get into this twist. Now take your right and your left arm into a T. You can turn your head to the left if you'd like. And what we're going to do is take our left arm and take it to your right hand. Breathe in. And take out, as you exhale, your hand to the left. Breathe in, taking your hand to your right hand. And then open up with your left. You come to that T. Let's do this 2 more times. Left hand to right hand. Open back up. Head can follow your left hand. And 1 more time. Left hand to right hand. Open back up. And then just stay here for a couple of breaths, getting that really nice stretch. Now, one of the nice things about having the block here is it takes you to engage your inside of your thighs a little bit. So that might give you just a little bit of engagement. It can help with being sore. And Hannigan's joining me here. And so take a breath in. And as you exhale, just 1 more time, I want you to bring your knees up and bring your hips back to the center. Breathe in, take your hips out to the right, and then drop your knees over to the left. And we're just going to do this really nice open here. Now, if you don't have a block, it's just going to look like this. You might have to arrange your hips just a little bit so you get that nice twist here. Okay. So hold that nice twist. I'm going to see if I can get Miss Hannigan to go lay down, baby. Go on, go lay down. Hannigan. Thank you. Thank you. This is so you can see. She normally does her yoga with me. So I want you to see this twist. Okay, so take a breath in and exhale. Now take your right hand and take it to your left. Breathe. Take a breath in And as you exhale, right hand to left hand, and your eyes can follow your right hand. 2 more times like this. Right hand goes to the left hand and breathe in and open. And 1 more time, right hand to left. And you just left in this nice twist. And just kind of hold it. It doesn't matter if your head turns to the right or turns to the left. You're just going to hold it and get that nice relaxation through the back side of your hips. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hips back into center. And now your knees are bent. And this would be a good time if you have your strap to go ahead and place that around your right foot. Now I like the strap because you get this nice little hook here. You can use whatever works for you. Now go ahead and straighten your right leg, and you want the strap to be a little around your ball of your foot. Now leave your left leg bent, or you can straighten it. I'm going to straighten mine, and don't use too much strain, just enough to kind of feel a good stretch here. Now take a breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and traction your toes towards your nose with your strap. And point your toes. And traction, you're going to get this nice effect with the back of the leg, the fascia. Point your toes towards your nose using your strap to help with that stretch. Now push against that stretch and point your toes. Let's do that 2 more times. So point your toes to your nose, tractioning with that stretch. Now push your toes to the ceiling in a nice point with your toes. A nice flexion with the foot with the assistance of the strap. And 1 more time, just give a nice push with those toes. And when you're ready, I want you to go ahead and pull that knee into your chest. And let's go ahead and do the other side. So take that strap off. Leave your right leg bent if you'd like, or you can straighten it. It's up to you. You do have a little more flexibility with it straight, but for some people it feels better on their low back to keep it bent. So I'm going to go ahead and straighten mine because I straightened it last time. And we're going to do the very same thing that we did before. We're going to point our toes to the ceiling and flex. And you want that strap around the ball of your foot, or at least close to it. Now, if it hurts your foot to have it on your foot, you don't have to use the strap. So point your toes, breathe in, exhale, flex. And however you breathe on this is just totally up to you. 2 more times, point and flex, opening up the back of your hamstring, and point and flex, and get that really nice opening up in the back of this hamstring. And when you're ready, go ahead and bring that knee towards your nose and take the strap off. Now, for the next pose, you may need a strap and you may not, and that's going to be up to you. For some people, when you do bridge, it's kind of nice to take the strap on the outside of your legs, and that can help with your bridge pose. Or you can just clasp your hands underneath you. I'm going to show you what it looks like using the strap. So we're going to come up into moving bridges for right now, which is going to relax and contract the back. So take a breath in. Exhale, push your hips up and slowly lower them down. As you exhale, breathe in, push up. Exhale, relax down. Breathe in, push up. Exhale, relax down. And again, whining. And 1 more time, bring your hips up and relax. Bring them back down. Go ahead and take the strap, if you're using it, and pull your knees into your chest. Let's just do some really nice circles, one direction and the other direction, giving yourself a nice massage. And we have 2 more moves. So go ahead and bring your feet down to the floor, and we're going to do a figure 4 on this right side. Take your right foot over your left, flex that right foot, take your hands through your legs, and here can be your stretch. You can push a little on this right knee and take a breath in, and as you exhale, just pull that left knee into your chest, getting a really nice stretch. And breathe. Now, sometimes we have really tight hips, so this really helps you kind of get a better relaxation here. And a couple more breaths here. And place that left foot down, right foot down, and do the same thing on the left side. Take your left foot, cross over your right. And for some people, this is a nice stretch. You really don't feel like you need to pull that knee in, and if that's where you're at, that's good. But for everybody else, could pull your right knee towards you. Push your left hand or elbow slightly against that left leg. And take a breath in, and as you exhale, just pull that knee in, flexing that left foot. And do about 3 or 4 breaths here. Pressing your low back into the floor. Your fingers aren't going to turn white, so you're just doing a little bit of traction. And some nice breaths in and out. One more breath in, and as you exhale, go ahead and drop your legs down. And for Shavasana, I'm going to give you a couple of choices. For some people, because they want to just get ready for sleep, you can head off to bed if you want. Or this routine can actually be done in your bed, right? You can take your bolster and put it underneath your legs here. Just a nice relaxation. Hands can be your side, or sometimes they feel more secure on your stomach, and that's okay. I know I like to put mine on my abdominals sometimes. So if this is how you want to do your Shavasana, go ahead and close your eyes. Let all of the troubles of the past go. Imagine yourself floating. Take a long breath in and a long sigh out. Now you're welcome to stay here in Shavasana. If you're ready to go lay down and go to bed, I'm going to go ahead and sit up and for dinner time. All right. Close your eyes. Thank you so much for participating in this class. Namaste.